Ooh, as well as blossoming abundance. Well, we like those two cards. That typically tells me when they're together that there's going to be something that's going to flourish for you, that you will have to think outside of the box. Um, let's pull some major arcana to help with the energy for the month. Now, guys, this is a general reading, so my hopes is that something resonates in the message and it can apply to your circumstances, however it may fit for you, and give you some guidance. So, okay. We have Justice as well as, the High Priestess as well as the World. So Gemini, when we have adjacent possibilities, the World, High Priestess, and Blossoming Abundance, please know that your energy for the month with these relationships, or if this is a relationship with self, is very divinely blessed at this time. Whatever is going to happen throughout the month is supposed to happen, but it will flourish. You're coming in with a very strong energy that not much can deter you from your path. The world is all about completions, recognition, travel. It's all about new beginnings, and things that you've worked very hard for is going to be presented to you in a way that you will use your intuition. You'll find out the mystery and the answers to whatever it is that's coming up for you, but it's going to be very abundant and very blessed and very warm and very loving. Adjacent possibilities, again, can be something to think outside of the box. However, be careful of everything that you do, because you want to look at the fine print in anything, relationships, business situations, however it may work for you, so that you know that you can manifest and manipulate this, whatever is coming to you, to the highest good and for whatever is best for you, which is represented with the High Priestess. I am going to pull some more cards here to see what obstacles or advice we have for your relationships for the month of June. Ooh, we have heart chakra, guys. This is all about how you feel and being very secure in that. If for some reason this is blocked, guys, this is where angel messages are telling us that we need to kind of work on that. We have to open our hearts. We have to have compassion and love and trust. And this is also where we bridge between the body, mind, spirit, and our emotions. This is knowing that you are loved, that you feel the love, and you're giving the love out in return. Solitude is where you need to take a break and do some self-care. Do that inner work that we all have to do, that self-reflection. Deception and envy. You know, this is all about feeling that we have been betrayed in some way. Now, if you had been betrayed and you took a time out for yourself because of that, know that that is your healing time. That is where you're going to release the negative energies and all the things that have hurt you, so that you can bring in the new energy, which is represented with the abundance card. Here we have partnerships and alliances, as well as heartache and loss. So there's been something that you really did lose that was very, very close to you. A person, a situation, a job, that you really put yourself in time out, and you have to look at things from a different perspective, because you have the love all around you, you have the opportunities all around you. And even though that your heart was broken, you know, you're starting with the heart chakra and you end with heartache and loss. So you know as well as I do that something really heavy has happened that has changed you as a person. But we have to remember that we can't let that block us from all the new beginnings and all the abundance that's knocking at our door, that's waiting to come in. We're going to pull some more tarot from a different deck. So we're going to see how this adds, guys. Death. Now that can be a physical death, you know, in regards to how all the other cards are lined up right here. So this could be that you have lost somebody very, very close to you and you're struggling with that. And that's not easy. That's very intense energy. You know, and if this is not resonating in a physical death of losing someone, this is, you know, maybe a death to a relationship that you are very attached to, because this is all about endings, new beginnings, transformation, transition, changes, much needed changes. If that is the case, you know, where You had to let go of something so you can embrace something else. Wow, you have the tree of life. This is trying to get everything in balance: your spirituality, your finances, your mental clarity, your root chakra very aligned so that you can listen to the messages, so that you feel very safe. Three of Wands in reverse is not seeing the bigger picture. It's not seeing where you need to go. Once you release the energy of that heartache and loss, you get a little lost yourself and you're not sure what the next step is. You're confused because without this person in your life that you relied on for so long and so intensely, stepping out on your own and making your own decisions for just you is overwhelming. But look what we have here, Gemini. Once you figure that out and you make that transition, you do have the happy family, happy life, solid finances. Everything is glowing in that area. This is right underneath the blossoming abundance card. This is what you're striving for. So as you're releasing the energies that no longer serve you, or the emotions in the pain that isn't serving you anymore, when you have to get past a death, it's really, really intense. It's really, really hard. But we have to release the sadness and the grief. Not so much the person, but that sadness that holds us down. They wouldn't want us to be sad over their departure. If you believe in heaven, there is a place where they're sitting there watching you every single day and rooting for you every single moment, because they want the best for you. They want you to live your life. So when you do release the sadness of them not being with you anymore, other energy can come in, beautiful abundance and blossoming abundance for a happy family, happy life, and being very connected to spirit and knowing that they're okay. If you see, and I just noticed this, they're all glowing in that doorway. That could be the doorway to heaven, guys. This can be your family members that you have lost, that you are grieving over. They're looking at you from the doorway of heaven and they're cheering you on. So please remember that when you're going through this very intense energy and you're really, you're really heartbroken, know that they're with you. I'm kind of surprised that your relationship reading is about relationship with spirits, like the spirits that have crossed over. This is probably the first time that's ever resonated in a reading in relationships, is that I'm actually reading for people that have passed, to give you guidance, hope, and knowledge that they are with you. Let's go ahead and pull some more clarifiers. Now we have the Three of Wands again here. Again, that thought process of not knowing how to move forward. Unnecessary risks, not being that free spirit. This is, I don't think unnecessary risks really apply here. I think this is where you're blocking being that free spirit, because you're in this energy of loss and it's very heavy. Five of Cups, this is all about loss, regret, disappointment, and bereavement. So this is, really hitting home that some of you are very hurt about the loss of someone very important in your life. But the Three of Swords in reverse, this is great. It's where you are releasing the pain. There's forgiveness, optimism, ready for the new adventure, ready to start over. So you are releasing it little by little as you go through the solitude, and you're working through that heart chakra, and you're really purging the things that are holding you back, and you're starting to recognize that. You're starting to know that it's time to let the grief subside. However this resonates with you, however you can manifest that. You are divinely protected. You have options and opportunities awaiting you, and you see that, and you want to get to that goal. Four of Pentacles is talking about control, stability, security. That's what you're rebuilding right now, little by little. You're not happy about it with the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is where there's been some depression and anxiety and being upset, because you're going through a lot right now. This is not something you asked for. Knight of Swords in the upright is being very communicative, and a lot of action is happening, and you're rushing in to kind of like save the day, so to speak. You know, this is energy coming in that is going to clear the path for that new abundance energy to come in. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and this is a lost opportunity. You know, this is something that is very important to your stability that has ebbed away. But you also have the Eight of Pentacles, guys. You know, you always have to think on the bright side, because this is where you know that what you've been through, you have accumulated a lot of strength. Okay, when you went through the solitude, you decided that this is how you're going to rebuild. And even though you lost a lot, you're going to be able to rebuild, and you're going to be able to set your own security, your own family environment, your own entitlement to that security and that safety. You're going to make it on your own, guys. Yes, and you're going to take the blinders off. You're going to recognize where you need to have the changes made in your thought process. You're going to be able to come to some kind of understanding in your grief and the loss of this person. And you're going to be able to move forward. It will be a little scary at first as you take your first couple steps, but you'll be able to know that within you, you have a lot of strength. You have to rely on yourself right now, guys. Wow, you have the Grove. This Grove is all about where we go back to the shadow side, where we go back to the basics and rebuild and release the things that have been holding us back, all the fears, the anxieties, the sadness, whatever it is that is keeping us from going into that blossoming abundance from the Grove. We have to work through that, and that's where you use your solitude. That's where you really study up and you do the self-reflection, and you listen to spirit, and you use your intuition, and you think of things from a different perspective. High Priestess of Air. Absolutely, this is your intuitive side. This is you thinking clearly and not so much emotionally, and really connecting. You have two high priestesses in this layout. You need to listen to your inner guidance, where you need to make the positive steps forward for the greater good, for releasing things that don't serve you anymore. And we also, I'm going to pull another one here, listening. Again, listening to your guides, listening to your angels. Bring them in when you're feeling overwhelmed. Listen to their positive energy. Listen to their positive words. Block out the negative vibrations and release those. Because when your angels speak to you, they only speak to you with love and compassion and guidance, and it's always of the higher energy. Here we have fresh air, as well as prayer works. And fresh air reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me breathe easier in all ways, as well as prayer works. And it says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for hearing and answering my prayers. This is very important to get back out into nature. Breathe deeply. Let go of those energies that don't fill you up with joy. Work through this pain, work through this separation, because at the end you do have some beautiful beginnings once you release this and let that positive energy come in. Raphael is all about healing your soul, guys, and he's mentioned twice here in your angel message, so please try to work on that. Look at things from a different perspective. Like I said, if you have lost someone and they have crossed over, know that they're with you every single day and they're cheering you on. So you are not alone in this journey. Gemini, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I really like this reading. As sad as it happens to be, it's all about you healing and letting go and knowing that they're still with you. I would love to hear from you guys to see how you're doing, so please leave me a comment. I would also love to have you back, so please like and subscribe. Take care.